What's up, guys? And we're back again with another movie review, and this time it's the Running Man movie review. I got to say, this movie, I don't know, I think I have a lot of problems with it, and I also kind of had fun watching it. It's a fun watch, but I had a lot of problems with it, so it's like maybe 50-50. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. So I think first thing, Glenn Powell was the wrong choice for the main character. Um, for me personally, I didn't believe him as um, as the revolutionary, someone who's gonna change the world, someone's gonna speak to power. I think maybe they could have reversed the roles to being the role of the hunter, the main hunter, and then Lee Pace becomes the running man, the main character, Richards, I guess. Richards. Yeah, like for me, that's the first thing. And the second thing, why didn't they show us what actually happened to him at the end? Like, I didn't like that they just let the guy run his mouth on the. At least if that guy did the exposing of the whole couple, not telling us what we were supposed to be shown. It's a show, don't tell type of thing. It's not. I'm not listening to radio. I'm not listening to a podcast. I'm watching a movie. I want to see him escape. I want to see him see the pods. I want to see them planting that image in my head, that the design of this vessel has 4 escape pods, even though there's parachutes and all of these things, and like there's 4 secret things that nobody was told about, only the few know, stuff like that. And maybe because the guy who, what's his name, Bradley, the big brother who was exposing Freevee or something like that, he, yeah, like maybe like he's obtained the blueprints of the design of the thing, and he gave it to Ben to try and make it make sense how he found the escape pod. Because now it's just like out of nowhere we have an escape pod. What are you talking about? Like, I suspended so much of my belief throughout the movie, trying to make sure that Glenn Powell as an actor doesn't take me out for the role he was picked for. He's a great actor, it's very enjoyable, but this role wasn't for him. I like, for example, the story of the main hunter was way better than what we got of our protagonist and everything. He only even got into like 18 days. Like, I would have loved to see the struggles of the guy who got to the 29th day and then got messed over by the system. Like, Josh was brilliant. I mean, yeah, everyone was brilliant when it comes to the acting. I'm not taking away that. Like, obviously we have this guy who's like falling out of his work. He's getting fired left, right, and center because he was getting fired for doing the right thing, but the world he's living in doesn't allow that, and so he get blacklisted, and the only option that's left is a dangerous running man. There you get hunted, and you have to survive 30 days, and then you get a bunch of money. Each day or each week gets you money, and it gets sent to your people or whatever account you give them. All of that stuff, yeah, that's great. It's more like a very bad version of the long, not bad version, but the long walk is a similar thing, but as you don't get, it's not about being paid per mile. I think that would have been great because they were doing it for money, so give them incentive. At least some, like, if you get to this, if you spend this much time, like, obviously by then, like a day later, people would be fallen off because they did. By 2 days there's a bonus bonus, you know, all of that stuff. Like, if you die, maybe they give it to your family, at least something, you know, like something like that. That would have been a nice addition to the long walk as well. But I like what they were doing here with each day getting a bonus, a bonus, a bonus, a bonus. And then, like, him being used to be the next hunter, meaning that they're bought by this hunter that they made already, and he's doing his job. It's not like he's failing at doing his job. You know, no one has won the game, so he's doing it. There's no reason for them to off this character. Let him struggle until the last day, and then maybe they will have a bit more sympathy to each other because they understand what they've been through, you know. And then maybe Lee Pace's character, the main hunter, lets him get to the third day because it's like, I want to see, the system already did me wrong. I want to see what they can do now that he won. You know, something like that. Yeah, like he sacrifices himself because he knows that he was used and stuff like that. Because him explaining his story, like, that's a tragic story I wanted to see more than what we got. That, for me, was a terrible decision. Terrible, terrible, terrible decision. So yeah, like, as I said, like, I enjoyed even that few explanation. I was like, yeah, why didn't you give me that story? You know, him explaining that 29 days, his family got killed, and then he got given this choice to be the next hunter, you know. And then because he has nothing anymore, might as well take the thing and just become, he was numb, you know. So I understood that. I didn't want because at the end, thingy is still, he still hasn't redeemed himself in anything. He's still like, he wasn't, yeah, sure, I wanted him to win because of the family that he has, but him as a person, like, I just didn't believe him, you know. I wanted to see him, wanted to see the crowd when he gets close, like him proving to the rest of the system, that of the world as well, that they've been lying, they're manipulating. Like, why? Like, they just manipulated him the whole movie, and then now all of a sudden he believes that they did this to his family at the end. It's been 18 days. You were just manipulated a few hours ago. They just manipulated you like a day ago. Like, what do you mean you believe that they killed your family? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Like, that third, what is it called again? Third scene? Yeah. The climax, I guess, of, like, it didn't hit for me. And I liked Michael Cera's character, and him, oh yeah, like the whole thing, him being like on revenge mode, all of that. Like, yeah, he could have gotten blueprints from Michael Cera's character because he did more research, he did more things than the other guy as well. Like, he was more radical to change the system to get revenge. So why not learn about their biggest machines, you know? Like, show me the work, you know? So for me, when it came to that movie, I honestly liked half of the movie and did not like half of the movie. So for me, it's a perfect mid 5 out of 10 movie. I enjoyed it and also didn't enjoy it at the same time. Like, no, they did all the wrong things. Tell me, guys, if you enjoyed the movie, and maybe I'm making sense, maybe I'm not. Tell me how I'm not making sense. Tell me something that I missed, maybe that's explained why they did it that way. But yeah, let's talk about it, because wow, they made the worst decisions for this movie, and it would have been so much cool to see the stuff that they were talking about. And yeah, like, both from the villain side, the villain, and both from our main character, the villain being the hunter, not the main guy, you know. Because yeah, eventually his companies just falls apart, and you know, he loses. He's the guy who MCs for him, Coleman. Everyone was great. Like everyone played their part great. I just didn't believe Glenn Powell could be the person he was being portrayed to be. I'm sorry, but like nah, wrong choice. I think Lee Pace could have worked better, and Glenn could have been the bad guy here. Yeah, cause it just like facially, his face, he looks like the guy who would oppress. He looks like the guy who would be the bad guy in such a movie. Like imagine like a young guy, Glenn Powell, who had the family, losing at 29, and then this guy, maybe slightly older, is fighting for his life to get to even day 18, being the revolutionary because he's much older and seen more of the world. He's much more kinder, much more resistant, doesn't want the whole regime. Like it just made sense to make Lee Pace the main guy. But yeah, that's my hear me out opinion. But like if I'm taking people from the cast already, because I don't even care about the other running men that were in the thing, even though they tried to talk about them. Like it's just, yeah, I didn't care for them when they died. I just didn't care for them, just like our main character didn't care for them except the girl. Yeah, but also because they were also just being wild, it's like, okay, whatever, let's focus, and then they just lose you at the end. But that's just me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review. Please like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next movie. Peace out.